Hello everyone, welcome to General Measures channel. Today we'll explain how to calibrate the flow of the loss in weight controller GMC-X3. A loss in weight controller is a device used to accurately control the feeding rate of materials, particularly bulk solids, by precisely measuring the weight loss of the material over time. The GMC-X3 can be operated directly or connected to a HMI. Here we will explain how to do the flow calibration on the HMI. The flow calibration of the GMC-X3 includes manual calibration and automatic calibration, involving the parameter settings such as analog, flow value, and calibration switch. Before the flow calibration, it is necessary to ensure that there is sufficient material in the silo. First, we set the parameters related to flow calibration. We need to set the low level, high level, flow unit, and flow decimal point. On the main interface, click the top left corner area. Select Admin. Enter the password to log in with administrator permission. Click the input box on the right side of the low level. A pop-up window will appear. The low level is usually set to about 10% of the full silo weight. Click Confirm to save it. Click on the input box on the right side of the high level. The high level is usually set at about 80% of full silo weight, and make sure it is larger than the low level. Click Confirm to save it. Click Menu and User Para. Select the recipe parameters, then the flow unit box. A selection window will pop up. Here, the flow unit is selected as kilogram per hour. Also, in the user parameter interface, click the flow decimal point box. Here, select 3 decimal points. The above setting are for manual flow calibration. If you choose automatic flow calibration, the automatic calibration delay and the calibration interval delay need to be set as well. On the main interface, click the menu and flow calibration. Click automatic calibration. Then click automatic calibration delay box, set to 15 seconds. In actual flow calibration, you need to adjust this value according to the time from startup to flow fluctuation stabilization. In the automatic calibration interface, click the calibration interval delay. Here, set the calibration interval delay to 5 seconds. Click Confirm to save it. After setting the material parameters, we move on to the flow calibration demonstration. Flow calibration can be manual calibration and automatic calibration. On the main interface, click the menu. Then enter the flow calibration interface, select manual calibration. Manual calibration has 4 calibration points. The setting of the analog is usually related to the current selected analog working type. For example, if the selected analog output 1 is 4 to 20 milliamperes, the calibration analog is evenly divided into 4 segments: 8 milliamperes, 12 milliamperes, 16 milliamperes, 20 milliamperes. Here, set the analog at 0.1 to 8 milliamperes. Click the calibration button to start the flow calibration of 0.1. Return to the main interface to view the flow. The real-time flow will be recorded in the flow value at 0.1 every 3 seconds. When the flow fluctuation stabilizes, click the calibration button at 0.1 again to complete the calibration. We recommend to do all 4 points calibration to make sure the flow can run smoothly in each interval. Follow the above steps to finish the calibration of other 3 points. If it is not the first time for flow calibration, by filling in the analog and corresponding flows recorded at each of the 4 points, the flow calibration will be completed. On the flow calibration interface, click on automatic calibration. If analog are set at the calibration points 1 to 4, the automatic calibration will output the analog in sequence according to the set values. For example, point 1 is set to 8 milliamperes, point 2 to 12 milliamperes, point 3 and point 4 are not set. The instrument's automatic calibration values will only calibrate the first and second points, then finish the process. If the analog is not set, the calibration analog will be automatically assigned to the calibration points, 1 to 4, according to the working type of the analog. Click the auto calibration button to start, then go back to the main page. Check if the instrument is in running status. Check if the status is flow calibrating. Check if the analog output value is the calibration point 1 analog set value. After the flow calibration is completed, the instrument automatically returns to stop state. Return to the automatic calibration interface to view the data corresponding to the calibration point. A linear increase in the data from point 1 to point 4 means the flow calibration is completed. After the flow calibration is completed, start the instrument to verify that the flow calibration linearity is correct. Set the target flow rate to 20 kilograms per hour on the main interface. Click Start. The device enters the running state and calculate whether the analog output corresponding to 20 kilograms per hour is linearly consistent with the flow calibration. If the results are consistent, it indicates that this flow calibration is successful. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to know more details about this controller, feel free to contact General Measure. In the next episode, we will explain the bus communication of the GMC-X3.